Welcome back, guys, to another Arsenal transfer news update live show. Of course, we're here every single day to give you the latest Arsenal transfer news. I know yesterday is a bit later than it usually is. Of course, I did big up to everyone who watched my stream early on today. I did Arsenal Barcelona preview for, of course, our game on Thursday. And yeah, the reason why I'm so late, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I actually, for once, I actually painted the room. I painted my whole room today all by myself. I put my shirts up, so I've got a new set up in the background. Instead of that New York poster, which is behind me right now. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. You know, I did this all by myself. You know, come on, big up to me. But anyway, yeah, we're back again, guys, for another transfer update. We're diving into a few pieces of news today. Our main story, as you can see by the title, is Bitello. Yes, that should be Arsenal's next signing, guys. But it should be done by next week. I'm going to go through the signing, who the guy is, because I don't know who he is, as I said. 8 million euros is a price tag from Grêmio, so over there in Brazil. So we're going to go through that. So we're going to talk about Ferran Torres as well, because Arsenal are linked with a bunch of Barcelona players today. So yeah, we've got quite a lot to go through today, guys. Well, not really, but you know, big up everyone in the chat as always. Big up Jordan, big up Ryan, big up Paul. And tomorrow's the game. No, it's not. It's Thursday, Jordan. It's Thursday. The game's Thursday. Well, technically it is tomorrow if you think about it, because it's early hours in the morning, but it's Thursday. All right, let's get into the first piece of news, guys. We're going to talk about Bitello. Bitello. There he is. Bitello. So, yeah, it's gone out all on Twitter today. Breaking, Arsenal are set to sign Bitello from Grêmio this week. Oh, sorry, it's this week, not next week. It's this week, my bad. 8 million deal. Reports is from this Dimitri guy, from this Brazilian website as well. So pretty reliable, and it's in his own country. If I quickly go to his tweet, let's see if he actually tweeted it out. You can see it is in Brazilian. Yeah, Arsenal on the verge of signing Bitello from Grêmio. Yeah, Arsenal said sign Grêmio. It's going to be 8 million. It's all, everyone's saying the same price tag. Let's have a look. Where is his actual tweet? Let's have a look. Arsenal look to sign Bitello from Grêmio this week for 8 million euros. Reports Dimitri. The journalist is really top source, I am told, and close to the situation, so it looks like it will happen. Give Dimitri support for the great scoop. So what did he actually say himself? Did he say it on like his own website? I'm trying to find this tweet where this Dimitri guy actually said it. 24th July. That was yesterday. Yeah, so look, it must be on his own website. But anyway, yeah, Bitello, guys. Arsenal, this will be Arsenal's next signing, people, is Bitello from Grêmio over there in Brazil. 8 million euros. And I'll be honest, I have no idea about this player. And I really wish I could sit here and tell you, oh yeah, what a signing. But I can't, because I don't watch Brazilian League. I've never heard this guy in my life. Of course, I did make a video on him before, and we knew nothing about him then, and I still know nothing about him now. So I'm also going to go to his positions where he can play. We're going to look on transfer market. We're going to see about this player, guys. But if anyone does know a lot about this player, if you think it'd be a good signing for Arsenal, then let me know. End of the day, firstly, right, I mean, it's only 7 million. If it's 8 million euros, obviously, I don't know what the currency is, like the exchange rate, but it's only like what eight. Let's just say it's called 8 million euros. You know, it's not really a risk. It's only 8 million in it. You know, so I don't mind. You know, the price tag is fine. I don't mind us signing this guy because you know, if you go back to some Brazilians that we have signed, yeah, we signed some poor ones, but we have signed some really good ones from a Brazilian league. You know, yeah, we signed Pablo Mari, who you know was useless, but then we also signed Gabriel Martinelli, didn't we, from the Brazilian league? We signed Marquinhos, who still needs to prove himself. We looked at a few good signs, but yeah, we signed Marquinhos from the Brazilian league as well. Martinelli from the Brazilian league. Pablo Mari, yeah, we did sign from the Brazilian league as well. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Hopefully, this guy's another Gabriel Martinelli. You know, hopefully, this guy is another Gabriel Martinelli. I really hope he is. But we have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm gonna search this guy's name. Bitello. I remember what happened. I remember I could never search him. He never came out on transfer markets. Let's see if it comes up today. Oh, here he is. Then here he is, Bitello. So he's 23. Yeah, that's right. So this guy's 23. This guy's more like an older Brazilian. You know, he's sort of like he's sort of like a late comer, isn't he? Because you think about it, all the Brazilians we signed, they're usually really young. Like Martinelli was like under 18, 18, 19, whatever it was. Marquinhos was like under, like I think he's 18, 19 as well. Like all the Brazilians we have signed, they've all been like young Brazilians, right? So this guy's a bit more experienced, you could say, a bit more older. But yeah, let's talk about this guy then because he can play three positions. He can play on the right. He can play right winner. This guy can be a backup for Saka. This is what it says on transfer market. Apparently, he can play right winner. He can play as a central midfielder as well, and also an attacking midfielder. So he can play in Odegaard's role. He can play in Smith Rowe's role. He can play as attacking midfielder. He can play or call centre mid. So he can play next to Thomas Partey. He can play next to Declan Rice as well. This guy is very versatile. Hence why I want the geezer from Brazil. 23 years old, as I said. He currently valued like 7 million on transfer market. Made 8 appearances in the Copa de Brasilia. Scored a goal, got on himself assist. In the actual Brazilian league, I think that was like a couple something. In the actual Brazilian league, he made 14 appearances. He scored 3 goals and has no assists. He got an assist in his phase final, and he got in the Campeonato Gaúcho 2023. He played 9 games, scored 3 goals, and got 2 assists so far. This is this season. I think they've already started this season, haven't they, in the Brazilian league? So this is it. So far, he's having a really good season over there in Brazil. If I go to his all seasons quickly, if I go to that's right, isn't it? If I go to last season, let's have a look at how he did last season. Because I said the guy is 23. Show. Right, in terms of your injuries, he's not been that injury prone as well, which is always a good sign. And you know, I get it's a Brazilian league, right? He scored 9 goals last season in all competitions and got 3 assists. Mostly he's played right mid. He barely plays right wing. So him being a backup to Saka, I think is out of the question because the guy played because he barely plays right wing. You know, So him playing right wing, I don't see it. I don't see him being backup to Saka. But he mostly plays as a DM or a CM. So this guy is ideally going to be most likely. Well, actually, guys, I'm wrong. I was looking at last season. This season, I'm sorry, guys, I'm really wrong. This season, right? I was looking at 2022, 2023. He's played all these games as a right winger, pretty much, which is very interesting. So he moves about all the time for Grêmio. You know, he plays DM, right mids, right wing, AM as well. You know, Cam. Like this guy is everywhere. This guy is very versatile. So, you know, hence why of course we want the guy because it's all about the versatility. At the end of the day, I have no. It's for me. It's just one of those ones where you take a gamble. If it pays off, it pays off. If it doesn't pay off, yeah, you know, You could sit there and say it's wasting money, but at the end of the day, it's 8 million. I'm not getting my knickers in the twist, guys. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna cry over us playing 8 million for this guy. If it works out, it works out. It's a masterclass, you could say, right? But if it doesn't, then yeah, of course, you know, it's gonna be peak, but you know, it is only 8 million. So I'm not too worried about this signing, and I think let's just hope he's like a hidden gem. You know, like let's hope Edu has a masterclass. He has his Brazilian connection and all that stuff. Let's hope he's another Martinelli or like another, yeah, Martinelli. And let's hope it's not someone like Pablo Mari, who we signed from Flamengo a few years ago. So let's wait and see, guys, what happens with this one. But yeah, this should be Arsenal's fourth signing. As I said, he's 23, so that's very interesting. But 8 million euros is a price tag. The deal should be done by. Obviously, when did it say? This week, right? Yeah, this week. So literally, this deal could be done in a few days, guys. We could have our fourth signing in Bitello. Of course, he wouldn't be my first choice midfielder. Of course, he wouldn't. I think this guy comes in for me as squad depth. I think this guy is definitely part of squad depth. I don't see him breaking into Arsenal squad straight away. I think, yeah, he's 23. Yeah, he may have the experience, but at the end of the day, he ain't coming in over players like Partey. He ain't coming over players like Declan Rice. He ain't even coming over players like Jorginho. And El Neni, is he better than El Neni? I don't know. That could be a debate. We have to wait and see. You know, he needs to prove himself first before he comes into our squad. So yeah, look, I don't know. No, I'll be honest. I don't know nothing about this guy. What I've just found out, obviously, that he can play as a right winger. He's been playing most this season as playing on the right wing. Could he be back up with Saka? I don't know. I don't know how quick he is. Could he be quick? I don't know because I haven't watched the guy. But he can play cam as well, DM, you know, centre mid and all that stuff. He's 23, plays for Grêmio over there in Brazil. If there is any Brazilian people, so if there's any Grêmio fans, are you happy that he's going? Are you gutted that you're going to sell him? You know, is he that important to your squad? I mean, he does play quite a lot for them, which I should presume because he's not young. He is 23, sort of like an older Brazilian, even though he's 23 still classes a very young age in terms of football. In terms of real as well, I guess. But no, look, for me, guys, we have to wait and see what happens with this signing, innit? I think I ain't gonna call it a good signing yet because I just think this is a gamble. Is it risky? It's only 8 million on the line, you know. Say if it was a bit like 15, say it's like Fabio Vieira money on the line, like 35 million, yeah, then I'll be a bit panicking, you know what I mean? But it's only 8 million, you know, so it's not that much. Let's just hope he works out, and let's hope he doesn't, you know, come in and because we've had that in the past where we sign players and they've just been woeful. So let's just hope this one's similar to Gabriel Martinelli. Anyway, you know, nobody knew Gabriel Martinelli, did we? You know, nobody knew. I mean, we signed Gabriel Martinelli from Intuano. I think there's like Brazilian C or whatever. I swear they was in the third division of Brazil or second division or whatever. I think they got relegated from second division or something like that, right? And we signed Gabriel Martinelli. Like, we was like, who the hell is this kid? Yeah, I get he was younger than Bitello, but yeah, we was like, who the hell is this guy? Now look how now he's one of our best players. So look, yeah, you know, Edu loves his Brazilian connection. You know, the Brazilian Revolution is back. You know, he loves all that. So I'm not surprised that we're going in for another Brazilian because every single window we love a Brazilian. Every single window. You know, last window is Gabriel Jesus, more proven, more, you know, what we know about a Brazilian is Jesus. He played for Man City. He's been in Premier League. We knew a lot about Jesus when he first came to Arsenal, yeah. But yeah, then you have Marquinhos as well from Brazil, who's another Brazilian who's like, yeah, plays for, I think, Sao Paulo, 18 years of age, very, very highly rated, high potential. Again, that's what he loves. You know, season before that, we signed, obviously, what was that season? Trying to wrap my head around it. I'm trying to think. Who did we sign up? We signed up a Brazilian, didn't we? I swear. When we finished fifth that season, I'm trying to think. The same season we signed Ramsdale, guys. We signed another Brazilian. I swear we did, or did we not? I can't remember. But look, the point is, we've got a lot of Brazilians. Like you know, Gabriel, our centre back's Brazilian. You know, Edu signed him as well, didn't he? We had David Luiz at one point. I know he's been everywhere, but again, he's Brazilian. We had Willian at one point. Yeah, Willian, guys. Remember that? Willian, yeah. But yeah, look, in the day, it's not one of these typical Brazilians that I do love to sign, Brazilian Revolution and all that stuff. Let's hope it works out, innit? Let's hope it works out. And as I said, I'm going to watch more of this guy. Yeah, I've been watching a few clips of this guy, but as I said, you can't, like, clips to clips, man. You can't really go off, you can't really base your football off clips. You've got, for me, I base how I judge a player is for me to watch the full game of them, first of all, and I haven't done that with this guy. It's for me to watch these players over a long period of time instead of watching these YouTube clips. Yeah, it makes them look so cool. Oh, Brazilian, typical Brazilian, skillful, all that stuff. But I want to see this guy defend. Wherever he does play, it'd be interesting to see where we do sign this guy, where he actually comes in, and is he going to be back up to Saka? Because he, as I said here, he's been. He's played what? So this season, the majority of games he's played, he's on the right wing for Grêmio. I don't know what formation they play, but for the majority of the games he's played this season, he's always on the right wing. Last season, he was always as a DM, but now he's gone from DM to AM to now right wing. He's been most of his games on the right wing. Then he goes back to DM. I don't get this. I don't get this, man. Yeah, literally. He started the season this season at DM. Then he went to right wing. He stayed at right wing for a little bit. Went back to DM. Then he went back to AM. Then he went right wing. This guy's everywhere, isn't it? This guy's actually everywhere. He plays everywhere. So, look, I don't know a lot about this guy, to be honest. As I said, look, Grêmio are a decent club, I'm pretty sure, in Brazil as well. They're a very big club in Brazil as well. When I think of Brazilian league, name me teams in Brazilian league, I always think of Grêmio. I always think of like Santos, because that's where that name on that comes from. I always think of, I don't know, like Sao Paulo, Flamengo. I don't know who else, but yeah, I always think of Grêmio as well, because I don't know, in terms of, obviously I don't watch Brazilian leagues, so I don't know a lot about this guy. But the same with Gabriel Martinelli, guys. We didn't know anything about Gabriel Martinelli, and then look what happens. We got proved wrong, didn't we? Yeah, I just think this guy's going to come in as squad depth. As squad depth, I definitely think this guy's going to come in as squad depth, guys. Simple as that. Simple as that, I don't see him breaking into the squad. I mean, who knows? If he trains better than them, if he's like a wonder kid or whatever, you can't really call him wonder kid because he's 23, So it's interesting how we're going with a 23-year-old Brazilian, because as I said before, we usually go with like we usually go with like young Brazilians, isn't it? Like 18, 19, whatever. But yeah, it's very interesting. But yeah, of course, guys, let me know your thoughts about Bitello down below. Maybe some Brazilian people, some Grêmio people can educate me about this guy in the comment section, because I don't know. I don't know a lot about this guy. As I said, all I know is he's extremely versatile. He can play right wing, attacking midfielder, DM, and all that stuff. And he's 23, and he plays with Grêmio. So that's all I know about this guy. But if there's any Brazilians in the chat, or there's any Grêmio fans watching this on playback when I upload this on playback, then please enlighten me in the comment section. Or if there's any Arsenal fans who actually do watch Brazilian League, who actually do watch Grêmio, or have seen this guy play, then yeah, please let me know, guys. Please let me know. Please educate me about this player, because I am stuck. But as I said, before I move on, I think in terms of the signing, I think it's one of those ones where, do I really care? Like, with all due respect, I think, especially with the price tag being this low, it's only 8 million, isn't it? It's not even that bad. It's not even that deep. If it turns out to be a flop, then it turns out to be a flop. It's only 8 million. So as I said, it's like Fabio Vieira money. We splashed 35 million on this guy. I would be fuming. Same with what happened with Fabio Vieira. But no, honestly, I think this is you can sit here and be like, yeah, take this risk. It's not even a risk, but take this gamble, see how he performs, and let's see. I mean, is it something that excites me? No, it's not. I'm not excited. I would say be excited. I'm not excited by this signing, Josh Kroenke. Okay, I'll say be excited. Be excited, guys. I'm not excited for this signing, Josh Kroenke. I was excited for the signing of Declan Rice and Julian Timber. Those are the signings I'm excited with. So let's bring a bit more of that. But yeah, look, Bitello he's going to come in at squad depth. Simple as that. I don't see him breaking anyone. I don't even see him getting another Jorginho. But we have to wait and see. He could prove wrong. Anyway, let's move on, guys. Let's move on to the next piece of news. Let me read through you guys a few comments with my man Jordan in here as well. Big up to you, Jordan. It's been a rough year for me, Josh, bro. I can't go ball. Jordan, message me on WhatsApp, man. And we can talk. Hi, Ryan. How you doing? Big up to Paul as well. I'm all good, man. How you doing, Paul? Hope you're doing well, my friends. Is it tomorrow? I mean, it's Thursday, I swear. I think you'll get 5K, Ryan. I hope so, man. I hope so. I really hope so, Paul, man. I really hope so. Let's wait and see, man. Hi, Ty. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. He says, Perfect on YouTube channel. Tell the chat if it's a yes or no. I'm going to tell you the chat. I'm not lying. I have no idea what you mean, mate. But yeah, big up to you, Ty. Josh, you want to do table on my channel predictions? I'm going to give my teams that will finish on the table on the 8th of August. And my predictions on the 9th. I'm going to be busy. Yeah, all right, man. That's fine, Jordan. I'll talk to you on WhatsApp in a minute. I'm not going to be active on the 12th of August until the evening when I'm back home. All right, man. No worries, my G. No worries. All right, let's move on to our next story then. We're going to talk about Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres, where is he? There he is, Ferran Torres. Because Arsenal, once again, it feels like every single window. We think with this guy last summer, funny enough. And I made the exact same video last summer as well about Ferran Torres. I could literally use that carbon copy, guys, if I really wanted to, but, you know, who cares? Anyway, Mikel Arteta has been linked with Barcelona forward Ferran Torres. Pep Guardiola's Manchester City sold in 2022. According to 90-minute, Arsenal interested in signing Ferran Torres from Barcelona in the summer transfer window. Now, Ferran Torres, obviously, guys, Arteta did obviously manage him, assistant manager for Man City, didn't he, for a few years? And I thought he played pretty decent in Man City. I'll be honest. Obviously, he went to Barcelona and then didn't really work out for the guy, did it? He's been all right, but he ain't been the best. He hasn't been to his standard that, you know, I expected him to be at Barcelona. He's been a bit poor, in my opinion. The reports came that Arsenal in the market for a wide player. Former Manchester City player Ferran Torres is on the Gunners' shortlist. City sold Torres Barcelona in January for 46 million. But City Guardiola, whose manager describes Torres as brilliant. That was in 2021. Is he brilliant anymore? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Anyway, Arsenal should not sign Ferran Torres from Barcelona. In our opinion, Arsenal should not sign Ferran Torres Barcelona in the summer window. First of all, we do not think that Arsenal need another attacking-minded player. We believe that Gunners have enough, maybe even more than enough. Odegaard, Havertz, Smith Rowe, Vieira, Martinelli, Trossard, Saka, Nelson, Marquinhos are the main attacking options for Arsenal manager Arteta at the moment. Gabriel Jesus is the number one striker for the Gunners, who have Eddie Nketiah and Balogun on their books to play out front too. Pardon me, guys. Chris Pallister, at least, has also been with the Gunners. Secondly, it will cost a good deal of money for Arsenal to get a deal done with Barcelona for Torres. After all, Barcelona spent 46 million on the forward and will surely not be willing to sell him on the cheap. Moreover, you have to ask what Torres would give Arsenal that some of the other attacking players cannot. Torres made 14 starts as 90-some choose appearances in La Liga for Barcelona last season. Scored 4 goals and gave 2 assists in those matches. That's what I mean. He's not been that great for Barcelona at all. And I know he hasn't played a lot. He's been struggling for game time. Also, Barcelona at the moment need to offload players, don't they? You know, Barcelona are sort of like in a mess at the moment, so they need to offload players. And they want to get rid of Ferran Torres. They want to get off. I think they want to get rid of Frank Kessie. They want to get rid of what's his name? It comes to me, guys. What's his name? Rafinha, I think, was another one as well. Rafinha. There's one more though. Rafinha, Frank Kessie, Ferran Torres. There's one more player that they want to get rid of. I think it could have been. Is it a Marcos Alonso? I don't think it's Alonso. It's someone like that. I don't know. But yeah, look, Barcelona, they want to get rid of a bunch of players because they need to raise some money. They need to sell a bunch of players before they start buying players, right? And they want to get rid of Ferran Torres, but Ferran Torres apparently wants to stay at Barcelona. Of course he does, because you know he's staying in Spain. He's Spanish, isn't he? You know, I'm sure he loves Barcelona. It's his home country, as I said. Barcelona, a massive club, so of course he wants to stay. But end of the day, right? Do I think we need Ferran Torres at Arsenal? Look, if we can get him on like a loan deal, which has been a few rumours going around that Arsenal could get him on a loan deal, then I would take him on a loan deal. Of course I would. It's a loan deal at the end of the day. And I know we've got so much depth in that position already. Look, he can play left wing, right wing, and striker as well, can't he? But you know, this is what I was saying. The only way I see us getting Ferran Torres is on loan deal. That's the only reason why I would want him as well, if it's a loan deal. You know, because we can bring him in. I guess he can be on the bench. I don't know if he would mind that. Of course, back in the Premier League, and I thought, as I said, Arteta's already managed the guy. Arteta knows a lot about this guy, so it doesn't surprise me that Arteta does want him. Apparently, according to reports, Arsenal interested in Ferran Torres. But this is the same story that happened last season. Last one we wanted Ferran Torres, you know, and everyone talked about Arteta is going to get him because he managed him at Man City. It never happened. You know, he stayed at Barcelona for one more season. I actually like Ferran Torres, guys. I'll be honest. I actually think he's a decent little player, but I mean, on his day as well, I just think he's one of those players who is another one who's not really that consistent enough, though. You know, would you really rely on him to drop a performance week in, week out? I mean, you look at someone like Martinelli, right, or someone like Saka, for example, or even someone like Trossard, right? You look at those types of players in his position, yeah. You know, 9 times out of 10, you know that they're gonna perform week in, week out. They may have one odd bad game here and there. It happens in football, right? But you know, 9 times out of 10, because they're class, yeah, that they will perform for your football club. They will give it everything. They will 9 times out of 10 have, you know, a 6, 7, like an 8, 9, 10 out performances every single game, pretty much, yeah. And you have the one odd game where they have an off day, yeah. With this guy though, I don't feel the same. You know, I don't feel like this guy will come into Arsenal and be like, yeah, perform week in, week out to the standard that he can perform at. The standards of like how Saka performs week in, week out, how Martinelli does a week in, week out. I think this guy will have, you know, a good game, a really good game, and then drop off a little bit and have another good game, drop off. Like, I don't think we need that, guys. I don't think we need that. I think him being his consistency is in terms of performing for Barcelona is poor, which is probably why he's been on the bench for the majority of last season, wasn't he? You know, he made 14 appearances, scored 3 goals in that 14 appearances. You know, it's not that great. At Man City, he was really consistent. At Man City, I thought he done really well. And I went to Barcelona. I mean, he got his big money moved to Barca, 46 million. You know, they paid for him, and it just hasn't really worked out for the guy. Having said that, he wants to stay at Barcelona, guys. So I don't know, like. Oh man, with this guy, as I said, if we can get him on a loan deal, then I would take him on a loan deal. And I know people would say, "Oh, but why? We've got too many squad depth there." I mean, honestly, it'll make our bench stronger, though, wouldn't it? It would honestly make. I mean, he can give us something different. You know, bring him off the bench. I'm not saying he's starting week in, week out, because I don't think he is going to be starting week in, week out. I think you know, he can be on the bench, be a bench player. You know, part of the squad depth, as I said, guys. It will only make our bench stronger. That is only it's only a loan deal. It's only say from summer to January or summer to the end of the season or whatever. You know, just give him more game time, because Barca need to offload players. They need to offload their wages and all that stuff, because they're in a bit of a financial issue, or as always, guys. But yeah, they're in a bit of like a financial issue. You know, a little bit of a financial problem at the moment. So they need to get rid of players. But yeah, Ferran Torres, there's been a bunch of players think of from Barcelona, apparently linked with Arsenal as well. Even Frank Kessie's been linked today. Rafinha was linked a few days ago as well. Look, at the end of the day, if we really wanted to go and get a winner, then we know who we want to get. You know, we know who one of the first choices will be. Maybe my top 2 winners that Arsenal been linked with, who I think we should go and get, is, funny enough, 2 players that Chelsea want as well. 2 players that are battling Chelsea out for as well, right? And that is Elise. Yeah, very, very good. And also Kudus can play on the wing as well, can't he? But my first choice would be Mohamed Kudus, because he can play centre forward, he can play on the wing as well, and he can play as the number 8, and he can play as attacking midfielder. That should be, if we go for another attacking playmaker, another attacking player, right? Yeah, you know, our first choice should be Mohamed Kudus, in my opinion. And then maybe Elise, because I think Elise is class. But this guy, Ferran Torres, as I said, I'll take him if it's a loan deal, which has been talks going around. But if it's like, they're going to want 30 mil for the guy, I reckon, 25. I think last summer it's 25 mil. So I think they're going to want that. Nah, I don't think we should do that. I think he'll stay. And personally, I don't think we are going to go in for this guy. You know, I really don't think we're going to go in for this guy. I think he's stay at Barcelona for probably another season. So, yeah, let me know, guys, your thoughts on obviously Ferran Torres. Would you take him at Arsenal, yes or no? Of course, he's been linked, as always, to Arsenal once again today. All right, we're going to move on now to a question, guys. I've got for you guys, right? And I already know the answer to this question. But basically, what's going on with this guy, yeah? Hear me out, this guy. And by the way, don't twist my words, right? Do not twist my words on this one. We're going to talk about Caicedo. Yes, we are going to talk about Moises Caicedo. This is not me saying we're back in for him. You know, are Arsenal going to get him? But there's been lots of talk today going around that Chelsea's bids for Caicedo has been stalled. They are waiting. They are waiting for something. I don't know what they're waiting for. Which means Arsenal, look, if I was Arsenal, right, I would go in for this guy. And I would. I know people would, but hear me out, guys, right? If I was Arsenal, I'll be all over this. I'll be all over this. Because we've got a chance now, you know? We can get payback. We can get sweet, sweet revenge, guys, yeah? We get sweet. Right, let me read this first before I give my thoughts. Where's the bit where it says about Caicedo? Let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. Chelsea's move for Moises Caicedo has been stalled, but Brighton demanding that Levi Colville was included in part of the deal. Colville spent last season on loan at the Amex Stadium, but Chelsea want to keep him after his impressive breakthrough campaign. This film, of course, The Guardian. This is like Jacob Steinberg. Yeah. Oh, let's talk about Caicedo, guys. Where is he? I need a picture of Caicedo. We need to talk about Caicedo, man. I think, look, at the end of the day, right? So they've stalled the deal. You know how Shakhtar Donetsk was stalled the deal, right? When we were trying to get Mikhailo Mudryk, yeah? They stalled the deal on Arsenal because we wasn't paying enough, right? And then look what happened. Chelsea come in and they pay the money more than Arsenal when he goes to Chelsea. Why don't we do the same thing with Moises Caicedo? Why don't we go in for Caicedo and pay more money? Because, you know, I think Arsenal know. Both clubs know what Brighton want. They've made their price tag very clear. They've made their price tag clear since January, guys. We should have realistically got this guy in January. That should have been done in January. You know? And I thought it was going to get done in January. But, yeah, you know, it didn't. You know, so... And it looks like, you know, Chelsea's still the favourites of this guy. Most likely going to get him. But I'm just saying, guys, should also go back in for Caicedo? I think we should go back in for the guy. 110%. That's not a question. I think we have to go back in for this guy. But I don't think we are. Are we going to go back in for this guy? Probably not. Look at this. So footage shows Caicedo blanking fan question on the... Let's watch this quickly. I think obviously he's going to get asked about questions about him joining Chelsea. So let's watch this, guys, when it loads. But yeah, that's a question for you guys as well. Should we go back for Caicedo? That's wrong. Let's have a look.
Moises, you going to Chelsea? Moises, you going to Chelsea? Moises, you going to Chelsea?
How do I turn this down?
Moises, you going to Chelsea?
Yeah, so he just blanks it, guys. He just blanks it. But yeah, look, realistically, I think this guy's going to go Chelsea. Like, I hate to say it, I think he's going to go Chelsea. But, you know, the fact that they've stalled the deal, Shakhtar Donetsk did the same thing with Mudryk, and, you know, Chelsea came in for Mudryk and they got Mudryk, didn't they? So now they've stalled the deal on Chelsea because they want, obviously, like Chelsea, yeah, they got leverage, yeah, because they've got Leroy Colville. You know, they can just hold on to that for a little bit. And, you know, Leroy Colville, Brighton wanted Leroy Colville in, it's like a swap deal or whatever. Yeah, Chelsea, they've got leverage, yeah, and all that stuff, cool. But, you know, Brighton, they've clearly made the price stated for the price tag. That's like, what, is it around 100 million? I think, look, and hear me out on this, I think we get Caicedo, if we went in for Caicedo, because we have the money, guys. You know, we do have the money. I don't care what anyone's trying to tell me. We've got the money to go and get Caicedo, I believe, right? And that's proven as well, right? If we go in for Caicedo, Personal terms will be no issue, guys. Number one, because we're Arsenal Football Club and they're Chelsea. Yeah, we got Champions League and they don't. Do you know what I mean? So personal terms will be no issue. But we could go in for the guy, and look, we will have Caicedo. And I'm just picture this, guys. Picture this midfield, yeah. We have Caicedo. We'll have Declan Rice. We have the Rice-Sado dream back alive. We have Partey if he stays. Could you imagine if Partey stays? I don't think he will stay if we get Caicedo, but say if he does stay, Partey, Caicedo, Declan Rice, Odegaard. You know, then we have Havertz. But that midfield. I'm sorry, we get Caicedo and Declan Rice. We won the league, hands down. We've won the league, and we'll go find the Champions League as well, 100%. Nah, it's not even a debate, guys. I don't care. Right? If we get Caicedo, we'll win the league. Simple as that. But we ain't. But the point is, very realistically, guys, it ain't gonna happen because we're Arsenal, innit? You know, we've already done our big business. We've already signed Declan Rice. You know, we will be signing more players, I think, but they won't be as big as Declan Rice. They won't be as bold as Declan Rice. I think it'd be people like Bitello, maybe like a tricky winner, maybe another midfielder or someone like I don't know, like what midfielders are left. Obviously, Lavia's going to Liverpool now, isn't he? So I mean, we may gonna get like Douglas Luiz, for example, like. But if we really wanted to go and really splash the cash, you know, really go for it, right? This window, have one of our best winners in the history, then we were going for Caicedo, guys. We were going for him. But we're not going to do that, guys. You know, I'm not confident anymore. And to be honest, right, I don't understand why we pulled out the race in the first place. You know, I really don't get it. Like, yeah, I get Declan Rice was our main priority. But he was also our main priority. He was also one of our main targets in January as well, guys, towards the end of January. So was this guy, obviously. And we put in a bid for 70 million. So did Chelsea, put the same bid as us, and they both got rejected, of course. So, and then also, of course, I was like, all right, we missed out on January. It's disappointing, but I think we all thought we were going to go back in for this guy in the summer, right? And at the start of the window, there was talk of Arsenal going to get him, the Rice-Sado. You know, there's talk at the start of the window we were going to get both of them. I was like, yeah, we're proper cooking. And then obviously we just saw, and then the talk came out. Chelsea came in the race, obviously, and we just pulled out the race just like that. And I don't understand why we pulled out the race, because if we wanted to get both, then we could have got both, because we both linked with him in January. We both were targeting in January, and the talk was at the start of the summer, whether you believe it or not, is that Arsenal were going to get both. We're going to fall both apparently, right? So at the end of the day, right, guys, we should go back in with this guy. We should go back in for this guy. We ain't not. We ain't there. Don't twist my words. Don't say I'm clickbaiting. We ain't going back to this guy. This is just a question. I believe this as an Arsenal fan. I think Arsenal fans agree as well. It depends. Like everyone has their opinion. But should we go back in for Caicedo? Yes or no? For me, it's a definite yes. Are we going to do it? No, we're not. But yeah, he's most likely going to go Chelsea. Is what it is, guys. But yeah, that was just a question I wanted to propose, guys. I mean, look, Chelsea is still in deal, so this is technically the perfect time to go in for the guy. You know, they are still in deal, so this is the perfect time to go to go in for the guy. So yeah, Southampton rejected the offer. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah, you offered 35 mil. They want 50, bro. I think you will get him, Jordan. I definitely think you're going to get him. I think you'll get Lavia. I think you'll pay the 50 or whatever, 45 mil, and you'll probably agree something like that, and you will get Lavia, mate. And he'll be a decent, really good signing for you guys as well. You have Lavia, McAllister, slowly sliding now. So, yeah, I think, yeah, you will definitely get Lavia. Big up, man, Chelsea fan as well. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Good evening to you, mate. I just want Chelsea to pay the money. What Brighton is getting boring now. Yeah, what Brighton want is getting. Yeah, exactly. It is, isn't it? It's going on and on and on for you guys. Now is a perfect chance for Arsenal to strike. Yeah, Arsenal to strike. Come on. I agree, Josh. I think we should go in for him. Yeah, fair play, man. But the Finnish Chelsea fan, yeah, is if we go in for him, then I reckon they're going to lose it. Similar to how Arsenal were so keen on getting Declan Rice. We was the only club to get Declan Rice, and then Man City came in, and they upped the price, and they waited and waited and waited. I feel like if Arsenal did actually come in for Caicedo, it will go on and on and on and on. They'll go even on longer, man, and then we having like a bidding war again and all that stuff. But I still think we should. I still think we should. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, guys. All right. I also want to talk about, before I do wrap it up, guys, I also do want to talk about quickly for Florian Balogun, because today Florian Balogun is training on his own. There's many reports came out today that in training, Florian Balogun is actually on his own. Why? Well, let's find out, guys. Florian Balogun, of course, been heavily linked with a move away to Inter Milan. Inter Milan, very interested in Florian Balogun. Yeah, I'm gonna get on Twitter quickly. Of him basically training alone. You know what? Why is he training alone, guys? Why is he training alone? I know exactly why. Because Arteta and him has had a falling out. I bet. Because the thing is, right? Balogun's got a big ego, yeah. And I've seen this so many times before at Arsenal. When Aubameyang had an ego. He's on a big amount of wages. Arsenal, and then he trained alone, didn't he, for a little bit. And then he got sold, right? And we got rid of him. Same thing happened with Guendouzi. Same thing happened with Ozil, etc. Guys, right? Players with these big egos, Arteta just doesn't like, right? You know, which he's a manager. He can do what he wants. I get that. But with Balogun, the fact that I don't blame him for having a big ego, and I'll tell you why. The fact that Balogun has not even started a game yet in pre-season is baffling. The fact that Eddie Nketiah still starts with this guy is baffling. We've seen enough of Eddie Nketiah. We've seen enough of Eddie Nketiah, right? We have seen enough of him. I'm sorry. We have seen enough of Eddie Nketiah. I've seen enough of him. I'm sure everyone's seen enough of Eddie Nketiah. We know what Eddie Nketiah is like. Okay? We know what Eddie Nketiah is like. I want to see Balogun start. Not come off the bench. I want to see him start. So why has he always been on the bench now for pre-season? He had a fantastic season last season. Why has he been on the bench? I generally don't understand it. So yeah, as I said, apparently he was training separately from the Arsenal group today, yeah, Balogun trained separately from the rest of the squad today. That's all everyone's saying. Balogun trained separately from the rest of the squad today. So far he's played 35 minutes against Nürnberg, 25 minutes against MLS All-Stars, and 0 against Man United. That's been his pre-season so far. This guy deserves a chance. This guy, for me, has to start against Barcelona. He has to start against Barcelona, but he ain't going to. It's going to be Eddie Nketiah or Jesus. I don't know, man. I think this guy deserves a chance. I really do. But it's interesting how he's training alone. I think he's gone, guys. I'll be honest. I think he's going. Another person who's training alone is Nicolas Pepe. You know, Pepe's also training alone today. Pepe's been training alone since he came back. You know, literally, he's been in he's been in Ivory Coast training, so he's gone as well. But yeah, man, it's a shame because I feel like Balogun will go and rip it up now. I genuinely do. I feel like Balogun will go to the Serie A, you know, the Italian league, play for Inter Milan, rip it up, be the main man there, and we'll be like, oh, it's another Serge Gnabry shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, guys, and it is what it is. But you know, Arteta just, I don't know, he maybe has a big ego. He don't want him at our football club. So there we go. It looks like he's been going, guys. I hope he does stay, and I hope he does get a good chance that he does deserve. But I don't think he is. I think he's gone, guys. I think he's gone. So yeah, that is all the news today, guys. Of course, let me know your thoughts on Bitello. Let me know your thoughts on Ferran Torres as well, and also who do we speak about? We spoke about Balogun, and then we spoke about someone else before that, didn't we? Oh my god, I can't even remember. My mind is dead. We spoke about Bitello, we spoke about Ferran Torres, and we spoke about one more person. Who was that person? Caicedo, wasn't it? Yeah, Caicedo. Yes. Should Arsenal go back? Question to you guys: should Arsenal go back in for Caicedo now that Chelsea, now that Brighton have stalled the deal for him? Let me know, guys. We're out of here. Before I do go, though, let me go for you guys' final comments. My man Form's in here. Yes, better than ever, man. As soon as I'm about to wrap up, my man joins. Big up to him, man. I hope you're doing well as well. From as always, Bitello, Bitel, Bitehu. Yeah, I know. Who's this guy, man? Who's this guy from? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. But listen, he can play right wing. He can play right wing, midfield. He's very versatile. He's 23. I don't know about him. But yeah, guys, we're out of here. Back in tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Ciao, guys. We're out of here. Come on, the Gunners. I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good evening, good evening.